Hello, my name is swissbianco. This video I'll talk a bit about the bushcraft knives that I did handmade. Those are custom knives, and again those are not for sale. That is just for use around here and for some friends. That's part 2 of the video. I did show already a bit how that did start. Basically you have a flat piece of steel that you cut out the shape, you drill the hole, you grind whatever you need to and heat treat it, of course, and then the scales get added, and the last part is the kydex sheet. So as they are still together, those 5 pieces, I'm gonna make this video because then they gonna go away to other people, to friends. So number 1 is a black one with some red fiber in it. I did test out the fiber. In the past I never did use much of the fiber, and currently I'm so busy that I don't have too much time anymore to make knives. But I still can do it, and it's also a bit of test for me. So the kydex sheet is designed for interlock with the handle. We see they are a bit oily, they just got finished. We see here that part here interlocks here with the sheet plus a bit outside as well, so we have 2 parts that lock, and that is mainly that you don't lose the knife, as those are bushcraft, is for use in the field, in the forest and all that. You should not lose the knife. And the holes that I did in the kydex are mainly for the mini and the regular size tech lock, so that you can mount that on your belt. And of course those eyelets are big enough for the Chicago screws used on the tech lock. And here we see a sample of the tech lock for those who don't know what that is. There are videos about that. This is an older version, the smaller one, but the bigger one fit on here as well. And of course there is possible to make some leather loops as well, or kydex loops. That's quite likely in part 3 of this series about bushcraft knives, as I show a bit how I gonna carry my ones. Those I still need a bit to work on. Too busy all the time. That is a bit needs a bit more time, and then you see how that is to carry. The whole system is pretty thin, as I did point out. It's a bit a mix between tactical and bushcraft. Tactical more in the side, that we can carry those knives really easy, concealed also for in the luggage, and that the handle is not too bulky. So the steel is roughly 3 mm thick, and the handle slabs each side as well. So we get a good around 10 mm thick handle, which is a bit on the flat side for bushcraft knives. But it still works pretty well, because the corners, the edges are pretty rounded. I did that by hand. It's no CNC that we have here or used on those knives, so it's everything done by the hands you see in the video. And that still feel pretty well in the hand as we grip it. And if there is a need for more grip, the holes that we have, the 3 holes that has brass tubing, in this case they are black, perma black, coated with a gun blue, and you can leash their paracord around it to make the handle bigger. If you want to have that, also you can leash it on a pole or anything else as you want. So that is the green one. The blades are carbon steel, heat treated, a bit oily as I say. And the tech locks quite likely we get at the blade show. The sheets are all the same, the knife size as well. In this case here we just tested out a bit different G10 textured one and smooth ones. It's amazing how cheap we get G10 in USA, and I just saw on that one I still need to clean up a bit the marking that I did for the holes. So after that it's gonna be nice as well. So this one has a sand tan color G10, and in this case I left the brass natural that fits. And we hear the sound of the sheet that it interlocks. That you can do a bit softer as well, so it won't click that loud if you are hunting or you need it a bit more quiet. That will work as well if you do it a bit slower. This one is smooth. It is zombie green, or as I call it, apocalypse green style G10. I wanted to test that out, maybe also together with the paracord that we use in that color. I mean the blue, green, black, and the sand paracord is nothing special at all. And this knife here is the smooth one in that green. I did not splatter it with red paint yet. Maybe I should do that for a joke, but quite likely we leave it in green as it is. And as I say, if you push it slower in, then it won't click. If you just snap it in, then it clicks. But the goal is that you don't lose the knife in the field, and this we reached with that. Also, a second goal was, usually I made the corners, the shape really hard, really strong, because that is not that easy to do with Kydex. And in this case, because quite likely that a minimum with the knives that I carry, that's going to be close by the body, I did make sure everything is rounded off. We have no sharp corners. Everything is smoothed out and really thin and all, so that should be nice to carry at the end. That blade here gonna get wood scales. They are still in the stabilization process. That's gonna be a special knife for somebody that works in a state park around here, so that needs a bit more time. Quite likely after the blade show we get the wood back and mount that on the handle again with the brass tubing, and then that person can sand and file and grind a bit on the handle and finish it up as a kit knife in that regards. And then the sheet quite likely gonna be leather. We will see what we do as we see how the handle gonna look, if it's gonna be Kydex or leather. So that much about this matter. And yeah, if you only have tactical knife, have a look around for 1 or 2 bushcraft knives as well. I did make some videos on that matter, because if you live in an area where there is wood and forest and all that, that comes in handy really well.